Alrighty then, day 32. Here we go. I wrote this down so I won't forget. Today is March 16th, 2024. Okay, let's begin. Senior retention 32 days. Intermittent fasting 32 days. Blessing the energy centers 32 days. Bioenergetics instead of coffee 29 days. No junk food at all 32 days. And cold day showers 24 days. Alrighty then. Today has been a great reflection day yet again. Like pretty much every day on this journey. It's been crazy how much reflecting I've been doing. Yeah. Today, as I was doing the blessing of the energy centers meditation, afterwards I realized something that my eyesight is for some reason a lot better than it used to be. I've had glasses for long distance view vision since 2020, 2017. And today when I tested it, I looked at the distance without my glasses and with my glasses. And the difference was not that big at all. It's weird. It's weird how it's either that or semen retention, but I don't know what it is. It's great that it's happened. I've hated my glasses. I have hated having glasses for so long. And now hopefully I can heal my vision by doing the blessing of energy centers. Or is it semen retention? I don't know. It's hard to pinpoint because I'm doing so many things. Or is it intermittent fasting, or is it bioenergetics, or no junk food? I don't know what it is, but anyways, it's great that my vision is so much better. Yeah. And also I did some reflection on my training history and how many breaks I've took. My training has not been too consistent. I've had a lot of breaks during my training, but the best and greatest gains I've ever made was when back in 2014, did Stronglead's 5x5. That program pretty much transformed my body. I went from a pretty weak guy, skinny guy, from, let's say, I went from 70 kilos to 82 kilos in around 6 months. That was interesting. It's really interesting how much I packed muscle. It's so weird. But I was doing my morning drink, which had 3 eggs in it, 5 deciliters of oats, around 1 liter of milk, banana, some blueberries, mix it up, drink it. I probably need to start doing that again if I want to bulk. But I think I will be doing cutting now because I want to be shredded for the summer. But yeah, definitely I was my leanest back in 2016 and my heaviest with muscle in 2020 during the height of the pandemic, and when I was first part of the King Transformation course, and when my first daughter was born. I think I was around 110 kilos back then. So yeah, but my goal is now aim much higher than I'll be with those trainings, as now I don't have any escapisms. No, no, not at all, because I made a decision just to quit video gaming or take a break from video gaming for a while. I wanted to be a streamer for so long, but I don't know. I have to put that aside for now and see how much mental clarity I can actually gain from not playing video games. Because so far, 2 days, it's pretty great. Pretty great. And what else? Oh yeah, I was also reflecting on why it's been the past 2 years I've not felt as as good as now I'm feeling. From 2020 to 2022, I pretty much shared almost daily thoughts how I view the world and my own truth. I was speaking my own truth, but one mistake that I did, well, I did a couple of mistakes. One of the mistakes was that I, when someone wanted to have an argument, I went for the argument instead of just not partaking in any argument. Arguing with strangers on the internet is just pretty much the stupidest thing that you can do. And also what I was doing is I was exhausting myself because I was posting daily to my Instagram story. So many stories. I think the best I had around 20 stories a day was pretty intense. And now I'm doing things very differently. Now I'm sharing how I'm going and how I'm doing, but rather than just publishing it right away, I'm uploading these and publishing these after 40 days. Well, it's 8 days now left until my first video drops. That's in Finnish. First 3 videos are in Finnish, and then the rest are both in Finnish and English. One video a day. I will probably, no, I will not probably, I will continue to do this even further than the 40 days. It just feels so good to talk to this camera and share how I'm feeling and share my journey. And if this can inspire someone, then the job is done. Because yeah, like I've said before, I've been there. I've been in a dark place, very dark place. I view the world as bad place for so long, for so long. But in 2020, during the height of the pandemic, I noticed so many people have have realized what's going on in the world. It's great to be able to witness that. It's so great. When the darkness is pushing as hard as they can, people are waking up. Sadly, many people are still believing their bullshits and lies and whatnot. But it's great that people are finally waking up to what's going on. I'm just so glad, because that whole past 4 years, it's only tip of the iceberg of the darkness. It's really dark. What's what's there? But I have hopes that people can realize those and not buy into their lies anymore, and that's when the change starts to happen. When enough people are aware of what's going on, the narrative won't fly anymore. People will just say no. Speaking of which, it's pretty interesting how the narrative changed like that snap of fingers from the global flu to that scenario going on with Russia and whatnot. But that scenario, it's nothing new. It's been there at least since 2014. And when you look up what people used to say about that situation back in 2014, that's what I will only say on that because I know it we're not allowed to discuss that subject here because we're supposed to follow the narrative. Yeah, not me. I won't ever follow any narrative ever again. Never again. I have never will and I have never done so and I will never ever do so. That's that's something that I can say that I will never do. Never. But I wonder I'm not sure why, but for some time in between 2016 and 2018 pretty much I tried to live the normal life, ignoring all that's going on in the world. But I wasn't happy back then. I wasn't happy. I was just living day by day. Now I have visions, so much visions, and now that I've finally been able to quit the PMO shit, I'll never ever go back to that ever again. Or any other of these escapism. I will never ever eat junk food ever again because I love my body more than putting any junk into this. I want to feed this body the best nutrients that I can give it so I can live optimally. And speaking of which, today I did pretty interesting version of macaroni casserole. I did my own version of that. I would call it as muscle building macaroni casserole. Uh, 700 grams of minced beef, 500 grams of egg pasta, 6 eggs, around 5 deciliters of milk, 200 grams of cottage cheese, 10 slices of cheese, then mix it all up, throw it in the oven, and that's macaroni casserole. That's what I'm calling it as, even though it's so far from macaroni casserole that someone might be actually offended by me calling it as macaroni casserole. I will just call it as muscle building food because that's what it is. I've only ate one meal today and it was enough because it was so much full of nutrients. But yeah, today has been an interesting day, definitely. Not every other day. And I also realized that I won't be attending the grounding camp this year because my daughter's birthday is around that time and I don't want to miss my daughter's birthday in any case, no matter what. Maybe if I'm terminally ill, but that won't ever happen because I'm taking care of my body and if whenever I get any flu symptoms, I will fast. Right now I have runny nose, but that's about it. I'm not sure why, but it's this season. As spring is coming, and speaking of spring, spring is the best time of the year. At least for me. During the winter, I hibernate. I'm resting. And for me, that New Year is in January doesn't really make any sense. As everything, as nature, when you look outside at nature, it's resting during winter, and when spring happens, everything starts to bloom. And April Fools is the first day. Well, the biggest April Fools is that it actually is the first day of New Year. For me at least, New Year is 1st of April. I don't care what anyone else says. A logic tells to me that New Year happens in spring, not during the winter when someone has decided, yeah, this is New Year, we're gonna celebrate now because for reasons unexplained. And even the whole calendar, don't get me started on that. But yeah, definitely it's just stupid how people celebrate New Year during January or 1st of January. Completely, complete insanity. But yeah, people are brainwashed by mainstream media. That's how it is. People are programmed and brainwashed. You only got to take a look how quick people are ready to jump from one narrative to another. But there's gladly people are not who are not jumping to follow along another narrative as goes. I personally call the narratives of the next season of Idiocracy. Idiocracy was not a comedy movie, it was a documentary. Because every day as I'm looking all the stupid things going on in the world, I have one word only for everything. Idiocracy. Just pure idiocracy. Everything. All these stupid things. Unnatural things. But yeah, enough preaching about that. It feels really good to be able to speak my truth again. It feels just so good. So good. I think everyone should speak their truth. Because if you're not speaking your truth, you're most likely gonna feel your conscious and unconscious. You're gonna feel something knocking that this is not right. This isn't right. I should not allow things happen the way it's happening. I should open my mouth. For me personally, during the height of the so-called pandemic, I just could not be silent. I could not have looked myself in the mirror and watched all the things happening, and that's why I've been suffering so much these past 2 years. I've been watching all these things happening, narratives changing, things happening, this and that and that and that, and not being able to say anything about it because I made a promise that when we are in a relationship, I would not speak about anything. But now we're not in a relationship, so I'm free to say whatever I feel like, whatever I feel like in my heart. Yeah, it's great. It's sad that it ended, but then again, when I think about the whole relationship and how it was, even the discussions that we used to have, I was pretty much not allowed to speak my truth because it would offend her. So it's best this way. We're gonna make good parents, but that's how it is. Just good parents. I will probably at some point, I'm not sure when or if I even want to, find someone who shares my views and is, well, is not exactly complete opposite of me, like my ex was. She was just pretty much 180 degree on everything that I believe or hold dear. So that's why is there being so many problems just and arguments. But it is what it is. You learn from your mistakes. I'm not saying that being in a relationship with her was a mistake, but it was definitely a lesson to learn. Lesson to learn that I should appreciate myself more in the future. But good thing is that we have two beautiful children together. I'm not sure if I want any more children. Maybe at some point, I'm not sure. But for now, two children is just good enough. Okay, I think the video is done now. I will get some water. Before I say my ending things. Alright. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, put up a like. Comment whatever you feel like commenting and subscribe because there's more coming like this. And share this video if this message resonates with you and you feel like this message should be shared. All the best. Stay strong. God bless and all glory to God. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, see ya.